Today I back my strange little forest that I started 2 years ago from some seedlings I found in my garden. They seem to be a mix of local trees. In May it doesn't look too healthy, but at the end of the last video I trimmed the roots, so maybe that's why it's looking a bit sad. I can't really remember, but it doesn't matter anyway, as a few weeks later it bounced right back and it looks super healthy. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that tree at the back, it just seems to be going crazy. Well, actually I don't really know what I'm going to do with any of it. I'm just sort of leaving it alone and seeing what happens. I've literally put zero work into this and I intend to keep it that way for as long as possible. It's just sort of a weird little experiment to see what will happen. In August there are a few leaves falling off. Maybe it's getting a little crowded in that pot. There's not exactly a lot of soil and there's quite a lot of roots, so maybe it's competing for the water. In September you can see there are a few trees starting to get their autumn colours. I think they looked much better last year, but then they are just twigs in a pot, so not exactly missing much. But overall they have grown quite well this year. In October they just kind of look sad. Most of the trees of any decent colour seem to have already dropped their leaves. November is kind of the same. They're fully dormant now, all ready for winter, but we can finally have a good look at them again. Not that there's much going on, they are still very much just twigs in a pot. I think it's going to be many years before we have something cool to look at, but until then it's just a fun little experiment to enjoy. Normally in late February I do all my hard pruning, so let's get to it. And there you go, that's how you hard prune a forest. Now all the twigs are equal and ready for this season. In March there's not much going on. You can see a couple of buds are starting as well, but nothing too exciting. It's not woken up yet. That's okay, it will soon. And here we are now. You can see some buds are really swelling, but they're not quite open yet. I'm not planning on repotting this. I was just going to prune the roots hanging out the bottom, but you can see there isn't really much going on there, so I'm just going to leave it be. So that's all for this little forest for now. Thanks for watching, see you next time.